All right, unmuted. Time to go.
I do that all the time too.
Hello, folks. We're here. You can check out our stuff. We're gonna zip through the intro stuff because nobody's even here. You could go and check out our links and stuff, but I don't think it's. I'll give it. We'll see if I know how to do this. This
I
one.
won't tell anybody. I'm gonna say it went really well.
I did it.
You remembered everything, and it was perfect.
So anyway, I definitely did the link tree. You can go check out our link tree. And stuff. Don't forget to follow all of Ed's links.
Yes, all of them.
Yep. But we are going to be doing a little one-shot type thing here tonight. It's based in Gielinor, which is the world of RuneScape. I don't know. But you know, we have that going on. So let's go ahead and check this out. So if you played RuneScape or whatever, you'll follow along. We'll see what happens.
Of course, I haven't, so it's a surprise to me.
Right.
So if anybody wants to go and chat and give me any suggestions, you know,
that would be.
I've got it up.
That would be good. Okay. So you are heading along a trail. It's a dark forest. You're heading this way because you have actually heard that there is a vampire that lives nearby, and you're attempting to figure out what's going on with that. Just headed in that direction. As
Probably
you,
owe taxes.
yes, it's early morning. You are heading down this trail, up along these hills and things, and into this dark wood, when you start to come across a sort of dense fog that is in the that crosses the road in front of you and fills in the tree. What would you like to do?
Well, I think I'll probably hover up a little bit with my flight capability and see if I can get above the fog and see if I can tell if anything's driving it or if it's only in one spot or what it looks like.
Okay, so you fly up a little ways,
Yes.
up above the trees, and you can see, out in front of you that the fog actually comes and lifts up out of the trees and above the trees, but further away from you, into the woods. So you can see the trees for a ways, and then they sort of vanish into the fog, and the fog just sort of fills the valley in front of you. For quite some distance.
Okay. So it doesn't look necessarily unnatural. It's not an odd shape. It just looks like fog's rolling in. What time of day is it?
Very early morning.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a time when you usually see fog.
Yeah.
Looks normal to me.
All right, so you continue on along the path into the fog.
And I think I have an imp.
You have an imp?
Yes, I have an imp. And his name is the Tick.
Is the Tick.
It's Arthur and the Tick. So I'm going to probably have my imp a little bit ahead of me on the trail just to see if he sees anything.
Okay.
I don't think that
Do you have any funny sight?
That's what I was thinking, because when it's particulate, I don't think that dark vision, unless you've got tremor sense or something, I don't think it makes any difference because it's particulate in the middle of the air, so it's not really a light thing.
Right, that's true.
Let me check. I'm trying to remember what I know about him.
I feel like true sight would be able to see stuff, but anything short of that, probably.
He's got dark vision to 120 feet, but he doesn't have true sight and he doesn't have tremor sense.
Okay. So, you continue along the path. Roll a perception.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I stopped to do my shoelace.
You can hear somebody is saying something. It sounds like a female voice, but you can't really tell which direction it's coming from. It seems to be bouncing off the trees around you.
And I can't understand what they're saying.
No, not really.
Like, does it sound excited or sad, or can I get any sort of
Sounds
emotion?
scared.
Okay.
As you continue along the path, up ahead of you, you can see a sort of like a wrought iron fence to cross the road in front of you. Like the road comes right up to a fence. Where it comes to the fence, though, you can see a large arching gate. It's very decorative in its nature, but also very old. As the road comes,
any chance I can tell if the voice is coming from the other side of the fence?
From here, it seems like it's coming from probably on your side of the fence.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does the path do? Does it just go straight into the fence, or does it also continue around it?
It just goes straight into the fence, up at where the gate is.
So everything's just overgrown on around either side. The only path goes through the fence.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
As you approach the gate, there's a small cart with a donkey attached to it. There's a couple of like lumpy bags in the back of the cart. It seems like a bunch of belongings, but like maybe one or two worth.
But there's no sign of the people, right?
Right, just the donkey.
And is the donkey tied up, or just standing there?
It's sort of just standing there waiting, sort of grazing with the cart attached to it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to ask. How well eaten is the path that the donkey? Does it look like it's been eating for a long time, or not very long? It's
roll
really morning, right?
roll a survival check.
Okay. And that's a 10.
Okay. It's hard to tell. Maybe he's been there for like an hour or two.
Okay.
Look around around the gate. You hear the voice again. This time, it seems like it's inside the gate.
Okay. Well, I think I'm going to send the tick in through the gate.
Okay.
To just look around and see. He's invisible, so he can go in and look around without disturbing things as much as I can.
Okay. He flies through the gate and heads in. There's two large, overgrown gardens on either side of a cobblestone sort of pathway, like a large open courtyard here in front of a large building that is at the other end of the yard. There's all of the trees are missing all of their leaves. They're gnarled, like bent and very scary trees. But the most of the yard is overgrown. There's a fountain off to the left-hand corner of the yard, and a overgrown vegetable patch off to the But there's a
I
large
think-
building with a door.
And I think I can do, like I can switch perception to see through the tick's eyes. So, and hear through his ears. So can I tell anything about the voice? Or if there's any other people or humans or vampires or stuff here?
It sounds like it's coming from in a little bit ahead of you. You can see where the path sort of heads up towards the building. The trees on either side are sort of bent down over the path, and inside the path there's a young woman who seems to be like snagged on the trees and is like moving around.
Okay. Well, I think first, before I go in, I'm gonna take a look at the belongings in the cart and see if I can tell who they belong to. If it's a man, if it's a woman, it's a young person, old person, right? Just to find out who might have been in the cart that's now inside. You want investigation? Or...
Yeah, let's go with investigation.
That's a 12. We
Okay.
do know I don't roll well as a rule.
Yeah, I don't roll well either. So it's not very difficult. There's seems to be 2 large bags of clothes. They seem to belong to a man and a woman. There are other like pieces of furniture there. It seems like they have packed up most of everything that they had, and it's not very much, so probably a port.
Okay. That makes sense. Well, I think, does the gate open?
As you pull on the gate, and the gate does open.
Oh, okay. So I won't bother flying around. Is it misty in here too, or I can see better now?
Yeah, the fog is it's a little less inside the fenced area, but yes, the mist is.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell the tick to like come back and guide me so that I can go and see where this young woman seems to be in distress.
You can head your way in.
Okay, so I'm trying to find, if I scroll down, I'll find my token, and then I bet I can move it. Oh, no, it was the other place. Okay. So I came in, and I'm just gonna, like, keep going towards her. And then I think before I get within reach of the trees, right, I'm gonna stop and call out to her and say, hello, do you need some help?
Oh, thank God. Oh, you scared me. I'm attached to these trees. They seem to have a hold of me. Please help me out.
Okay. Does it look like the trees are moving in any sort of a magical manner, or does it just look like trees?
So while they don't seem to be like moving at the moment, they do seem to have been like wrapped around her wrists, let alone like, instead of like, maybe hooked on her clothes or whatever, it's actually like holding her hands. Sort of like holding her in place, where instead of like instead of her just
multiple trees doing it, right?
Yeah. Yep. But they aren't like actively moving. They're just holding her.
Are there any like rocks or sticks or things laying around here that I might be able to throw into the trees to see what they do?
Oh, yeah, there's sticks and things on the ground. Pick up a stick or a piece of broken masonry there.
Okay, yeah. So hey, listen, I'm just gonna throw some things in there and see what happens. And so I'm gonna throw it not at the girl, but sort of like maybe across the path from the girl, and see what these trees decide to do.
All right, so you throw it out in there. And the tree seems to go past the far back tree. As it does, the tree seems to wiggle a little bit
Mm-hmm.
in response, but it doesn't like lash out at it.
Okay. I'm gonna get a little closer, but what I consider to be out of reach of the tree if it bent some, and see if it's reacting at all.
Doesn't seem to move at this point. But it is holding her very tight.
Okay. I'm gonna come a little closer and start talking to the trees, and I'm gonna tell the imp to go and see if he can get her hands loose while I'm distracting the trees.
Okay, and the imp is invisible.
Right, he's invisible. So, hey, trees, how's it going there? Can you yet let this young lady go, or would you like to see what I've got? Maybe I've got some presents for you.
You, just roll a persuasion check.
Oh, okay, that ought to go well. Okay. Oh, well, actually, it does. I forgot I was charisma based in this one. Okay, that's a 22.
Oh my goodness.
I don't normally play charisma ones, but this warlock was special.
So you start talking to the tree and you lean down, and as you do, the tree swings out at you to try to grab you, but you like are either just out of reach or move in response and stay out of reach of the tree. But when it does that, it lets go of her wrist. She is now only being held by like her. She has like one arm free. She's like being held by both of her shoulders and her other wrist.
Okay, so she was held by 3 different spots, and
Well,
now one of them is loose.
Well, it was 4. There's like 4 little
Oh.
trees here.
Okay.
She was attached by all 4 of them, and now there's one of them is missing. Echo is
Okay.
lashing at her.
Let me see if I've got any fire stuff. Oh, okay. So, I've got Mage Hand too. So I want to send Mage Hand over there to try and get loose one of the other ones. And then I've got Prestidigitation. So,
You also
I
had the
can
imp in
create-
there.
Yeah, I have the imp in there, but she's in multiple places. So we got the imp, we got Mage Hand, and I'm gonna do a Prestidigitation illusion of a shower of sparks coming off my fingertips, and I'm gonna shoot it like towards one of the trees that still got her.
Okay, okay. All right. So, okay.
Is this how the video game goes?
No, that's okay. This is fine.
Okay.
So the sparks definitely like scare the tree. That tree lets go. The imp is roll a. Can you roll a strength check for the imp?
I think so. Yeah, I've got it over in extras. I have it. I can do it as an imp or a raven. So strength check. Yeah, it's a -2, but you know. It doesn't seem to want to roll in there. Hang on a second. Let me grab a die and I'll be back.
Run a game of D&D. You don't need dice. But Bortis is wishing folks versus escape with me.
Sorry about that. I thought I could click on it there, but it may not be Okay, so that's a D12. That's a D20. Okay, that is a 9 minus 2, so that is a 7 strength.
A 7 strength. All right, so he's
Yeah,
he's
I don't
pulling.
think that's doing much.
He's pulling on it, but it's not really letting it loose.
Okay.
And Mage Hand is able to undo the other one, so she's only being held on by her one wrist now, and the imp is pulling on it, trying to get it loose, but it is unable to.
Okay, then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast just next to the tree, right? I'm not trying to hit the tree, but I'm trying to do a warning shot. So I'm gonna do an Eldritch Blast,
Okay,
and that's 12 to hit.
does.
Okay, and then I'm not trying to hit it, so I don't
Right.
think it. Yeah, so
So it shoots by, and the tree lets go, and she is released, but she's now on this side of the trees.
okay. Well, I'm gonna have the tick go and manifest to her.
Okay.
Say, it's okay, wait just a minute. And then can I fly up over out of the reach of the trees and come down on the other side?
Yep, for sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna just come over here. And I'm gonna say hi. Let's get well out of the range there. Hi, my name's Arthur. What happened?
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much for getting me out of there. My husband and I were traveling to Varak from Remington, and it seems that we've taken a rather wrong path. So we got lost in the fog, and then we found this building, and I tried to tell him not to, but he wanted to go inside and ask for direction. That was, I want to say like 2 hours ago. I came to knock on the door.
Men don't normally ask for directions. That's really unusual.
Extremely unusual.
Yes.
But I wanted to go and knock on the door and ask, but now with these moving trees and things, would you
Okay.
you go?
You didn't actually make it up to the
No, I didn't. I think he did. He's not out here.
Okay. Well, we didn't see him in the trees. And then I'm sorry, I'm trying to get a better look at what's going on. So I can see the building now. We're close enough and there's not as much fog now, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. So
But I believe he went in. Do you think you could go in and find him and bring him back out? I'm gonna stay away from all the plants. Try to make my way back to the gate.
well, why don't I, let's see. Let me see my ranges on Imp Guy. Hang on a sec. I don't really want her wandering around here by herself. And oh, can I roll insight on her and just see if she's making sense?
Sure.
That's a 10. Yep, makes sense to me. Okay. Sorry, I just don't remember how far he goes. Oh, I can speak telepathically to anybody within 30 feet. I'd forgotten about that. He gets extra stuff, but it's based on Find Familiar. It's just that he got upgraded with my Eldritch Invocations. So that is not as far. So I think what we should do is I think I should take her back to the gate so she can be there with the donkey outside the gates. So we won't go through the middle. I think we will come around this way, right? Which looks like we've got a way to go.
Right.
Out of the trees.
Direction?
Yeah, that's what I think
Yeah.
is best.
Okay.
Okay, so
Gonna walk that way around the trees.
Yeah, just walk this way around the trees and make
Okay.
sure.
So as you get to the fountain, you come to the fountain. The basin of the fountain, the bottom of it, is full of water. It's like a darkish green, but it's water. The fountain itself is not running. But there's like different pool areas on it. Those have some water in it, but not too much. It is in the shape of a large knight who has like a stack of bowls in front of him that's all full of water. Well, used to be mostly, only partially, like bird bath style right now.
Can I roll like a history to see if anything looks familiar about the night?
Sure.
Okay, that's a 17.
Yes, it seems like it's a good depiction of chamber, a knight from stories of long ago. He now is mostly used as a symbol for strength. Sorry?
Oh, okay. So I was saying it's not ominous, like, you know.
No.
Okay. Well, I don't think I'm. Well,
What is your passive perception?
my passive perception is an 11, but my passive investigation is a 16.
Okay.
Here,
As you're
down
looking
here.
at it, you see some little bubbles in the water of the fountain. They like come up and they pop on the surface.
Okay, I'm gonna send Mage Hand over and have it just like stir the water a little bit.
Okay, so as Mage Hand stirs the water, you notice a large group of fish come swimming up to where the Mage Hand is, and they seem to try to attack it. You know these fish as piranha. They attempt to attack Mage Hand, obviously they do not, but...
Yeah, Mage Hand's gonna dance a little bit for him and see if he can get him to, like, you know, do some patterns and stuff, like synchronized swimming.
They follow for a little while until they sort of realize that they can't this entity, and they give up.
He's gonna shoot him a bird, right?
Yeah.
And then he'll come back to me. So I think she's gonna come over and I think we're gonna try and get around the fountain without running into any of these trees.
Okay. As you go by,
when she comes, we'll be coming. Yeah.
as you go by the fountain, you can see something reflective in the bottom of the fountain. It's maybe 2 inches in diameter, and it's just giving like it's a perfect circle that is giving a sort of reflection that's about 2 inches around.
Okay, can I send Mage in after it?
Mage Hand in and brings it out.
Yeah.
When it hands it to you, it's a pressure gauge. There's a like a metal gauge that's about that thick. It's about that big around, and it's got a lever in the middle of it that has like a red to green sort of spectrum on it, right? Where the thing goes back and forth. It's a gauge that seems to Measure
Is it
pressure.
showing green or red right now?
Right now it's showing nothing. Well, it's red. It's like all the way to the.
Like it's off?
Yeah, it's not attached to anything. So
Okay.
there's a little spout on it to where it would attach to something, but it's.
Okay. Well, I think I don't notice anything intimidating about this. It just looks like a regular pressure gauge. Let me just make sure I don't have a bag of holding here. This is sort of. Oh wow. Okay. I have a tankard of sobriety and a rod of the pact keeper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that's nice. And then I have a barrier tattoo. What does that do?
Try to remember what the character all has.
Yeah, because it's been a little while. And this was level 9 too. I'm not sure about that, but maybe somebody will ask me to drink and I won't get drunk because I got the tankard of sobriety. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and put it. Oh, I do have a bag of holding, so I'm going to put it in my bag of holding.
Okay.
And then we're going to go ahead and go on by. Yeah, I think I can get through the trees here, and she can. This is the gate, right?
Yep.
So I can let her go out and be with the donkey.
Yep. Heads out and stands next to the donkey. Pets the donkey on the nose. Says, I'll just wait right here.
Name?
Charlie.
Oh, Charlie was a good boy. He got some stuff to eat, but he waited patiently for you. So I'm going to go check for your husband now. What's your husband's name?
Ernest.
Oh, that's a great name. It's
Oh,
very
yes.
important. The importance of being earnest. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm going to go ahead and since I haven't gone this way, I'd like to go rather than flying. I believe I'll go the other way to the right.
Okay.
And see what's going on over there, right?
I moved the map and now.
Okay. Over here. So, are these? If I go between these trees, are they gonna have a way to grab me?
You don't know. I mean, if you go between the trees, could they reach you? Yes, if you head through here.
Well, then I'm not gonna go between the trees, and it looks like there's a path through the middle that doesn't have any trees. I'm gonna fly up and just take a look and see if I see anything in the center part with the trees.
Okay.
And if there's anything over here in this corner, you know, like some vegetables. So, would you like perception?
Yeah. Yes, please.
My perception's not great, but you know, I can always roll it. Okay, that's a 12.
So if you're flying over this area here, you can see there are some headstones around. But there's also like a dead bush here and piles of dead leaves, and it's very, the grass is overgrown and very weedy.
There's not any footprints, there's not any clothing, there's not any
nothing's
people. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then let's I'm gonna fly over here, and I don't see anything. That's the vegetable garden, right? Nothing exciting here.
There's a bunch of diseased cabbages.
Oh man, they probably have those white moths all over them, don't they?
Yeah.
Moth.
Sure.
I hate those things. Okay, so then I'll come over here, and then see anything in this corner over here beside the house?
There's just a window on the.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna come over to about right here and come down, and I'm gonna send the imp in to peek in the window while he's invisible.
Which window?
The one on the side of the house.
Oh, moving the map again. Right here. I need to move that to a different. I've lost it. Anyway.
All good. I appreciate you DMing for me.
Oh yeah, no problem. So your M flies up and looks through this window, and you can see a old kitchen. It doesn't seem to be like it's old, and it's not kept very well. There are definitely like cobwebs in the corners, and there are some surfaces with dust, but then there are some that seem like they've maybe had somebody use them, like the table and the chairs, right? Are a little, they don't have as much oldness to them, but where the rest of it all like it's been sitting.
Okay, so that's in there. So if we look in the front, I mean, the tick can probably see the front window and it's just going into the same room, right?
Yes.
Okay, so there's no point in sending it
And there's a
there.
door on the back.
Okay. Now this thing here is this a bay window over here that's like
This?
midway between the entrance? Yeah. Why don't we send him over to look there, and I'll wait over here a little bit out of the
Okay, so he looks into this window, and you can see it's a set of stairs, a large, wide set of stairs that leads down, across that there's like a banister that runs around the hole in the floor, basically. Stairs make, and then on the opposite that is a long dining room table with chairs on both sides, and
Does it look
armors.
dusty?
And this also has that same sort of like, there's cobwebs in the corners and the walls are kind of dirty, but the table is not.
Okay. And then you said armors, those silver things are suits of armor?
Yep, and those have cobwebs on them.
Okay. It looks to me like I can't get by this tree, so I'm gonna go ahead and fly up to get around this tree. And then this thing in the middle here is the front door, right?
Yes.
Okay. There's some more bay windows. Why don't I, before I bang on it, let's send Imp in to look in over here and see if there's anything interesting.
In the bay window, you see it seems like a study. There's a chair with a desk, there's a large rug in the middle of the room, and a fireplace, as well as a bookshelf.
Is there a fire in the fireplace?
There is not a fire in the again, the same sort of thing where like the table and the chair is cleaner than the other thing.
Okay, so far no signs of any people, no signs of Ernest, no signs of vampires. What time of day is it now? You said it was morning, right?
Yep,
So
it's still
mid-morning?
morning, yeah. Yeah, maybe mid-morning.
Did she tell me when he went up to the door?
It would have been 2 hours ago.
Oh, okay, so it was after sunrise, right? Okay, so like if there's a vampire here, they're probably not wandering around at this present time. Okay, so yeah, let me bang on the door.
Door? You wait? You wait? No answer.
Okay. I try the door. Does it open?
It does. It's unlocked.
Okay. So I will go ahead and go on in.
Okay,
And
as you do, as soon as you let go of the door closes behind you. when you try to reach for the handle and try to open it, you find that you cannot.
That's not ominous at all. I bet that happened to Ernest too.
Looking around this room, there are 2 bookshelves on each side of you. There is a door that leads to the left and to the right out of the room. There's a large staircase on the far side of the room that up to a sort of balcony that goes around each side of the room.
Oh, okay. So it's like a 2-story room then.
Yep. Yes, this there seems to be like a desk with a tipped over chair and another chair that is shattered on your side and one chair on the other.
What kind of books are there on the bookshelves? You said there's 2 bookshelves. Are there like necromancy or history of the other side or 101 things to do with fresh blood?
Oh yeah, all of those. And then
Yeah.
no, there's they seem to be like leather bound books that are all stained various colors, like dark green, dark blue. If you remove the book and you look through them, they are in a what languages do you?
Oh, let me look. I know Birdfolk, Common, Elvish, Gnomish, and Goblin.
So you don't know the language of the it's written in sort of very let's see, sharp letters.
Okay.
That makes very all the letters are very pointy and they seem to make shapes, have little run-on spots. Then there's like tables with figures in them. What those figures mean, you don't.
Okay. But it doesn't look, there's not illustrations of people being drawn and quartered.
No, not neat. They're also very dusty.
Okay. So they don't look like vampire books. Maybe somebody was in this house before the vampire came. What did they tell me about the vampire before they sent me in here? Like people were disappearing or
Yes, there had been some people had been found with bite marks in the closest town nearby. Other people had gone missing a little further.
okay. Okay. So, I think I'm gonna send the tick around a little bit to see if he sees any signs of Ernest.
Okay. Send him where?
Okay. Why don't I? Well, we gotta look in the window to the left, and we gotta look in the window to the right, but we haven't seen upstairs.
These are the doors, right? And the upstairs.
Right. But we saw into this room from the window, and this room from the window, and this room from the window.
Yep.
So I think I'm gonna send him up the stairs to the second story and see if he sees anything.
All right. So it seems like it's only
can I ask in the video game what you guys do with the trees?
So as you walk by, the trees attack you. So really, it's more like a get away.
Oh, okay. 'Cause
Try
I
to not. You
considered-
just don't go that way. There's like another. You take a different path. Yeah.
I considered Eldritch blasting them. I really did.
Sure. However you
Then
like.
I thought, they're probably just enchanted by somebody. If that somebody quits enchanting them, they'll probably be nice trees to get.
It's weird because this map is not as well. It's only half the room is the balcony
Okay.
for the stairs.
Okay. Make it get bigger.
I wonder what.
When you say half the room is the balcony, the half of the upper room or the half of the lower room?
Half of the lower room.
Okay.
So you make it to the top of this. He goes up to the top of the stairs, and there's like a room. There's a table and 3 doors. One on the left, one on the right, and one sort of around the corner against the south wall, I guess.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I see. Okay. So, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go up the stairs too. I'll probably just fly up because it's a 2-story foyer, and I like to stretch my wings sometimes. So I'll go ahead and go up too. And then, we'll go ahead and work clockwise. So let's check out the door to the left. If I have Mage Hand try that door, will it open?
This door here?
On the left, yeah. So
Yeah.
where's my token?
Your token is not here. It's
Oh, well, then I'm not going to worry about it. I want to stand not too close to this door and have Mage Hand try this door and see what happens.
yes. So Mage Hand turns the door handle, and it is roll a perception check.
Okay. It can only go so bad, Oh, that's a 16.
Okay. You can hear some movement in a room above you.
Is it like scuffling movement? Oh, above me, so not through the door, but in the next level up.
Yes.
Does it seem like footsteps or a spinning wheel or?
Oh. It's like it could have had a mechanical sound.
Okay. But not like a person. Okay. So I'm gonna send. So this door's still open down here, so I'm gonna send the tick in, and he's invisible to
Yep.
scope out what's going on over there.
Okay. So there is a door on the south wall of this room. There is a round table with a couple of tipped over stools and one that's sitting straight up. The room seems to go around the corner and is like a hallway. Looks around the corner, he sees a couple
Yeah,
of.
look around the corner first to clear what's going on.
You'll see a few more suits of armor and another door at the far end.
Okay, so I'm gonna come on in here And then I'm gonna send Mage Hand. You said this is a door here.
Here? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna send Mage Hand over to check that door.
Again, unlocked.
Okay. So we'll open it up and then we'll send the tick in to look and see what this room looks like.
Okay, this is could be like a. It looks almost like a tavern.
Okay.
But this room has not been touched in a long, long time. The chairs are destroyed. There's a table that's flipped upside down. The walls are broken and falling down. But this room has not been touched in a long time. A thick buildup of dust on everything.
So yeah, vampires haven't been in here, neither is Ernest. Okay. So, how high are the ceilings in the hallway?
Well, let's say
Okay. And these suits of armor are about 6 feet?
Yep.
Okay. So, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna walk down through here, but if anything funky happens, I'm gonna fly up to the ceiling.
Down the hall.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down the hall. And Tick's gonna be going ahead of me, like maybe 10 feet or something like that in scout mode.
You move along through, and there's some big windows. The back that overlooks. There's like a path that leads past the back of the house, and then there's the fence, and then the woods sort of continue almost immediately on the opposite side of the fence. Okay. There's a small shed out back.
That's where I'm gonna take you if you're bad.
Yeah. It's a small gardening.
Okay. And the garden looks as ill kept in the back as it does in the front of it.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, probably nothing out there until we finish tracking around in here. So yeah, I'm gonna come down, and then if nothing else interesting is going on here, I'll have Mage Hand try this door.
As well, this door is unlocked. Open it, and it seems like there is a bedroom. The bed is still made, though dusty and sort of unused. The room is fairly dusty except for the desk and chair.
Is there anything on the desk, like any papers, any books?
There is not.
Anything, any desk drawers or anything?
There is a small drawer. Open it, and inside a small spider. Who
Hey, Itsy Bitsy.
was just living in there the last few years. There's also a small stack of blank paper and an inkwell. No quill.
Well, this is not where we're gonna write our memoirs, Tick.
The ink is also
Okay.
dry.
Is there anything under the bed?
Under the bed, there is nothing. Some more cobwebs.
Spider, man. Okay. And then other than the door that I came in, are there any other doors?
Yes, there is. This one here.
Okay. try this one next in the same manner.
This one here.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, Mage Hand opens the door. It is unlocked. The door swings open. This is a larger bedroom. There's a large bed in here, a fireplace. There's
ashes in the fireplace?
Ashes?
Yeah.
No. There are not. It was cleaned before it was left for dust.
Yeah. And so is it the bed looks dusty, but the desk does not?
Yeah. This door and this door are doors.
Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and try this one over here first.
Okay. You open this door. It seems to be a supply closet. Strange bedroom, but that's what it seems to be. There's shelving and empty barrels, lines, but there's also a ladder.
Maybe it was the supply room for the tavern.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where's on the wrong side for
Also,
that?
there is. I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. Also, there is a ladder in the corner of the room that leads up to a hatch.
Now, would that be where I maybe heard the noises?
Yes, it would probably be within the same area of the house.
Okay, so I'm gonna send Tick up there to see if he can get in the hatch.
Okay. Goes up and he is able to push open the hatch. The hatch at the top of the lifts it up. It's not locked. Able to look around in there.
You don't have to find a map. You can tell me.
No, I'm just so you come up through the hatch. You are in another supply room. Now this one is way dustier than the one you were just in. There are some crates in the corner and some other barrels, but there is a door out on one of the walls. And from under that door is a glowing blue light. And a voice heard. Can't hear what it's saying through the door, but you can hear that it's a male voice.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up through the hatch, and I'm gonna send Mage Hand to open the door very slowly and see if it can be done quietly.
So as you open the door, it lets out a low creak. No.
Well, I'm guessing that these doors have not been oiled in a long time, but wouldn't
But
surprise me.
you push open the door a little bit, enough to see with what is going on inside there, and you can see a tall, skinny man. He's wearing a white lab coat that goes down to his knees. He's got white hair that's all frazzled and sticking out in different directions, and he's moving around very erratically. He's swinging his arms. Oh, this house, it's all that I can do is because of this house. Walking around his feet is a very scared chicken. It is squawking and flapping its wings and just moving around quite a bit. In front of him, in front of the scientist guy, is a large metal machine of sorts. There's smoke pouring out of the middle of it. A vent on the top, and there's a dark gray smoke pouring out of it. And there are what look like pieces of this machine floating around the room. You're the he only has dark vision. You would only be able to see that the things are floating around the room. And the scientist goes, give me these back, and he starts jumping up, trying to get the items back from the whatever has them. They're floating through the air, but they're like seem to be like parts of the machine. There's like a
So they're like playing monkey in the middle with him, right?
yes,
Those pesky whatever they are.
yeah.
Do I see any other doors to this room that he's in?
They go into the room he's in. No, there is another door in the room you are in, though.
Oh, okay. The one with the hatch, right?
Yes.
And so, is there, like, can I hear anything coming from that one?
No, that room seems dark.
Okay. Well, I think I'll go ahead and talk to Scientist Guy. Let me go on in. I'm going to be prepared to blast the fuck out of him with that blast if he does anything odd. But, like, hi, I'm Arthur. How's it going today?
He lets out a yell. He's very startled by your presence. Oh, 2 visitors in one day. This is just unheard of.
This is your lucky day.
I
So I'm Arthur. What's your name?
very doubt it. My name is Dr. Harlow. I'm an inventor, but right now I'm a little busy. These stupid poltergeists, they will not leave me alone.
Oh, okay.
And he starts to jump up and try to get the items back from the invisible poltergeist. You can start to hear some giggling from the air above you.
Tell you what, Dr. Harlow, talk to me for a minute and ignore the poltergeist, and I don't think it'll be as much fun. They're playing monkey in the middle with you, okay? So let's stop giving them what they want and see if they get bored.
I mean,
So you said there was another visitor? Was that Ernest by chance?
yes, Ernest. I did meet him. He's a very nice, man.
It's that way. His wife is kind of worried about why he hasn't come back outside, though.
Yes, that is the problem. Part of the reason we need to get these things back from these poltergeists. They have taken parts of my machine. As you can see, are flying them around the room, but I fear they've also hidden them around the house. I need to get my machine running again. Because, there's been a little bit of an accident.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yes, I did meet Ernest, and he said he would help me very quickly.
Aww.
And my machine, it works, apparently.
Hey, that's awesome. What's it supposed to do?
Oh, this is the Poltamaker.
Ooh.
And it made Ernest into this poultry chicken.
Oh, Ernest. So I'm gonna go down and can I shake the chicken's claw?
Yes, it looks very perplexed. It cocks its head at you, and there's a little cluck cluck. It's very confused.
as you would be if you were made into a chicken. So, Ernest, we're going to try and get this all situated. So, Dr. Harlow, as I understand it, if we can get your machine working again, you can turn Ernest back from a chicken into a man again?
I believe I can, yes. I mean, I was able to go one direction. It's set up to go back the other way. It just...
You seem like the sort of person that would be able to turn a chicken into a man, if I do say so myself.
Well, thank you.
Why do you think the poltergeists are trying to bother you? Are they angry about something, or they're just bored?
Oh... They bother me every once in a while, and it depends on how much else trouble they can get into while I'm here. I use sort of the house's spiritual energy, as it were, to funnel into the machine to make it work. Sometimes that makes them a little rowdy.
Oh, it might get them stirred up. I have to say that there have been some reports of people disappearing around here. So other than Ernest, has anybody else been turned into a chicken? Or is there anybody else here, that's interesting?
Well, there's just the Count.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You don't see much of the Count. Only around for a little bit at night. Comes back from his business.
Oh, yes. Counts have very serious business.
He lets me use the attic. I stay only up here. I try not to mess with the rest of the house. Doesn't have anybody here cleaning anymore, so I just try to stay.
Places, right?
Yeah, so I just try to stay up here where it's clean-ish.
But he has food and stuff for you, or?
Oh, he does deliver food. Yes.
Oh, that's so nice. And does he want this machine to work?
I do not know. He doesn't.
Not really interested.
He's not very interested.
Why are you wanting to make chickens?
Oh, well, it's just strange, you see, because I found this sort of way to convert the energy into do something, and
proof of concept.
It just happens.
To a chicken to a man and a man to a chicken, you could do almost anything, right?
Well, possibly. I believe so.
Wow.
You're almost a chicken man.
It is true. They are my cousins, right?
I mean,
so,
close. Yeah.
So, while we've been talking, what are the poltergeists doing? Are they still waving things around, or have they gotten bored?
They've taken this stuff and they've just set it on the highest things that they could find. And there's there's a couple of gears up on there and what looks like a joystick or some sort of lever and some belt is hanging down, and they've hung them all up in the rafters.
So, do we feel like they're still there, or they've just moved on to other places?
Roll perception.
It's not my best, but yeah. I don't think they're still here. That was a 2.
Yeah. So it seems like
it's clear to me.
It seems like they may have just set them down and have moved on to finding something else to do.
Yeah, something else to do. So I'm gonna have Mage Hand go and take something that looks like it's under 10 pounds and bring it down, and let's see if there's any sort of disturbance after that.
Yeah. So you float up and you grab the belt. And you bring the belt down. and it seems to come down okay. So you then send up there to grab the lever, and as you go to grab the lever vanishes. Just disappears. Up.
Right. Hey, poltergeist. It sounds like maybe you're a little bored around here. I don't know how long you've been at this house, but I bet it's been a long time, and you haven't had many entertaining shows. If like taking things from here and making Dr. Harlow into a monkey in the middle is like the best thing this morning, that's just not much fun. Do you think that maybe we could work together so he can have his machine and I can help you have something interesting to do? Want a persuasion?
Yeah, roll a persuasion.
That's a 15.
Oh, roll. Okay, well, so the over by where the gears were, you see the gears lift up and then they start to move out down towards you, and as they do, a sort of like spectral sort of skeleton person appears in front of you, holding the gears. And he's got this like big smile on his face. And oh, we just try to have some fun, and it hands it back to you.
Thanks so much. You know, I had some little brothers and sisters, and sometimes we used to play with them too, so I understand. My name's Arthur, and I'm gonna like bow. And so, can you tell me your name, or can you make a sign, or?
My name is Percy.
Hi, Percy. I'm delighted to meet you. So,
Oh, likewise.
Do you have friends here? Are there several of you, or you're here?
Oh,
alone?
yeah.
Okay.
There's lots of us here. Not
And
just poltergeist either. There's lots of other things.
Oh, okay. So it sounds like Dr. Harlow doesn't really anything to offend you. It's just that he's here, right? He doesn't do anything that I should know about, right?
Well, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, this nice man named Ernest came in. He was looking for directions because they were lost. And Dr. Harlow has turned him into a chicken. So I'd like to get these pieces back in his machine so he can turn Ernest back into a man, because look how confused this chicken is. Right?
That's very funny. Yeah.
It is kind of funny, but only for a little while. Now it's got to the point where it's just kind of not funny. So I feel like we need to take care of that and look on for other entertainment. So how about the Count? Is the Count good to you?
The Count. He's something. He is.
So he doesn't bother you guys. He doesn't do anything mean to you or bother you?
Can't bother me anymore.
Well, anymore? Did he bother you before?
Oh, no. Since I'm not living.
Okay. I didn't know if he bothered you when you were living. But you were here first, right?
He like seems to like think for a minute. I don't remember.
Okay. Do you like being a poltergeist?
Does it matter?
It does to me. I like everybody to be happy.
I mean, it doesn't really matter if I like it or not. I am a poltergeist.
Well, you are now, but you were living before, right?
I guess.
So you're a poltergeist now. Maybe there's something after being a poltergeist. Maybe you get to be at peace, or maybe you get to cross into the light and be something other than a poltergeist. I don't know. I
Be
haven't done it
interesting.
yet.
I don't know either.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to stay open to the possibilities because I'd like to help you out while we're here. Now, I want to help Dr. Harlow, and I want to get Ernest out of here, and I think I probably need to try and find the count at some point. Is there anything else that needs to be done around this house?
Well, not to my knowledge, I don't think.
Okay. So I was thinking, I promised you a show and some fun if you wanted. I have some fireworks. I also, and I'm going to have Tim, the tick, come up and manifest. And this is the tick, and he can do some very entertaining things.
Interesting.
Right, and then I'm going to have the mage hand, like, maybe fan him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you were royalty and you had something to fan you, this is what it would be like, right? So let's take care of Dr. Harlow, and then I think maybe I can find you some fun, and then I want to try and see what else is going on around here. But
right, I can't feel the wind.
Oh well, but this is what it would feel like. Yeah, so this is what it would look like. So I think whatever happens, it should be entertaining, right? Because I haven't been here before, so chances are it's going to be different than it was.
That's good point.
There we go. So, Dr. Harlow, do you have enough parts to get your machine back together?
No, actually. There's several missing things. I need that lever. That lever didn't come back. It's gone. And there's a rubber hose that's supposed to go from here to here. And it's missing. And I'm missing my pressure gauge from right here. Reads pressure. And yeah, that lever is what goes over here, and it turns this part on. And
so I'm going to pull the pressure gauge that I found in the fountain out of my bag of holding and say, is it a pressure gauge like this one?
It's exactly like that one.
There you go. I found it in the fish pond.
Okay, I hope it.
I don't
hope
know
it still
why,
works.
Yeah, it looked like it was watertight. I didn't see any water bubbling underneath it, so I think it should be okay. But you might want to just like blow out anything in case there's any residual moisture in it.
Oh, sure. I will give that a try. Sure.
So Percy, do you know where the lever and the rubber hose might be?
No. Somebody else must have took them. I would definitely say either in the house or on the grounds.
Right. There's only so many places around here.
True.
And then, like if you help us, if you help Dr. Harlow, is there anything he could do to help you? Right? Is it because like we're all friends here, right? So if you're going to help me find these parts for Dr. Harlow, is there anything Dr. Harlow could do for you that would make you happier?
Could you turn more people into chickens? That was kind of funny.
Well, you know what? He said he could also turn chickens into people. Do you think that would be funny too?
Oh, we should just go get some chickens that have always been chickens and turn them into people.
And see what happened. I bet you couldn't even tell the difference from some people. And then the thing is he might be able to turn other things into other things once he gets the chicken part sorted out. So I think, honestly,
Never even thought of that.
Harlow is going to be endlessly entertaining because there's just no telling what he's going to get to. Plus, look at his hair. Tell me that's not fun to watch.
Oh, yes, that's very silly hair.
Can you make like a breeze? Is that one of the things you can do?
Oh, yes.
Just like blow his hair just to see it stand up?
So yeah, he creates a he like takes a big deep breath, and you see like his bones sort of like expand out, because he's mostly skeleton.
Yeah.
So his bones expand out, and then he like breathes like a very big breath out of his mouth at the doctor, and it's like it stinks. It's terribly. It smells absolute awful. It's like hot garbage and death. And
Let me see what I got.
it definitely like a wind.
Uh-huh.
The doctor's like, oh, that's absolutely wow. Could you not do that anymore?
Okay.
Starts to
Yeah,
plug
I
his
think maybe
nose.
I think I'm gonna can I do smell? Oh yeah, I can do odd odors. I'm gonna make it smell like vanilla
Oh.
instead. And I'm gonna thank Percy. Yeah, that was kind of amusing, but maybe we'll not do that one so much. Dr. Harlow, we need a lever. That you've described that, and the rubber hose is about so long.
Yep.
And then other than that, you've got everything that you need, right?
Yes. I think that ought to do it.
Okay, and so Ernest can stay with you while we look around for these parts, right?
Yes, of course.
So, Percy, you said that there's others here. Do you think there's anybody else I need to talk to that might be willing to help us, like for some entertainment?
Well, you could talk. Well, it really depends, right? I can even point you to where the other
They could be anywhere, right?
yes, they could be.
Okay. Well, I think maybe what we should do is do something interesting, and I'll bet they'll come find us. What do you think?
That's a possibility for sure.
Okay. So, like, we're in this attic. Is there a window in the attic?
Doesn't look like it.
Okay. So I think, Percy, let's go find a window that looks out over the back of the house or the front. Let's see. I want to do my wand of pyrotechnics to put on a fireworks show a little bit. So whatever side it. So I'm going to tell him, listen, I can do some fireworks, but I think I should shoot them out the window because I don't think they'd be really good in the house. But it'd be more fun outside. But if we were on a place where there were several windows, then everybody could see them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so where's the best window for us to shoot fireworks out of?
Well, you could do either the front or the back of the house. You could on the second floor here. Here.
Well, I think there's those windows by the suits of armor. So do the suits of armor are they poltergeists too, or they're just statues?
Only if the poltergeist is in them.
Oh, I see. Okay, so it's sort of like putting on a costume, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You have to play with
like
it.
Fun. Yeah, exactly. Well,
Hey, Omni.
yeah, let's go ahead, and it's still pretty early in the day, so I think I'm gonna just say, hey. So we're gonna go out into the hallway again, and we're gonna say, hey, I want to try and put on a little bit of a show here because you guys have been so nice to me today. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to come talk to me. And I'm gonna go to this window, and I think that looks like I could probably do some. I think these it's a wand of pyrotechnics. I don't think it's actually able to catch anything on fire. I think it's all visual. Does that sound right?
Sure thing.
Let me look at my. Okay. A harmless burst of multicolored light that you can see up to 60 feet away. It's accompanied by a crackling noise that can be heard up to 300 feet away. The light is as bright as a torch flame, but only lasts 1 second. And so it can't catch anything on fire. Because I don't want to burn the house down yet, right? Maybe
Right.
later. But I didn't say that part out loud. Okay, so Percy, what color? Well, this is multicolored, but I bet I can like make it be a particular color. So, what color fireworks would you like to see first?
Let's go with magenta.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and shoot the wand out the back, and it can go up to 60 feet, and it's going to make a big crackle.
Ooh, that was very nice.
Ooh, oh, this never gets old, does it now? Okay, now, does anybody want to request a different color?
Well, I think there's just you and Percy, right?
Well, I don't know.
Ernest
Just
and...
made a heck of a lot of noise, so I thought if anybody came, maybe we would have another color.
Oh no! So currently it's just you and Percy here in the bay window.
Okay, that's great. So why don't we do one more color? I'd like to do aquamarine. So I'm
Ooh.
gonna shoot aquamarine out, and it's gonna be beautiful. And maybe it's gonna be in the shape of a skeleton, right? And then it's gonna go ooh, and then it's gonna like go.
Right.
Okay. So Percy, do you think any of your friends saw that one, or do we need to go in another place to show them?
It's possible.
Anybody
You
else here? Would I know?
you look down, and standing here is a little ghost guy,
Yeah.
looking up at the pyrotechnics, at the fireworks.
So can I wave? Do they see me?
He looks up and sees you. Just, do it again! Do it again!
Okay. So I'm gonna hold up a finger for one more, and I'm gonna yell at the window, what color?
Green!
Green. Okay, we're gonna do a green one, and we're gonna have it be in the shape of a ghost, right?
Okay. Kaboom! Big ghost shape. Lights up sky. Perfect shade of green. Ooh. Well, thank you. Is there anything I can do for you?
Hey, I'm looking for a couple of parts for this inventor guy. He's missing a hose and a lever, and I need him to turn my friend back from a chicken into a person. Do you know, have you seen the lever or the hose anywhere?
Well, I think the... Oh, I had a lever.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Do you remember where you left it?
I think it's in the secret room.
Tell you what, can you come up here and be with us? Or do you have to stay in the yard?
I'm gonna stay down here.
Okay, you
But-
don't have to. I was just inviting you. Hey Percy, do you know where the secret room is?
I know where it is, but I don't know how to open it.
Okay, that's awesome. So the little ghost, hey, my name's Arthur, right? What's your name?
Barney.
Hi, Barney. We're gonna try and do some stuff around here that's entertaining. So, just so it's a little different today. And if you can help me out, I always appreciate it. Let me know if I can do anything for you.
Daryl had the hose.
Oh, great. Do you know where Daryl is?
No. But I think Daryl put the hose in the locked room.
So that's different than the secret room, right?
Yes, that's different than the secret room. Secret room is also kind of locked.
Yeah, kind of. So, Percy, do you know where the locked room is?
Oh, yes, of course. But I don't know where the key is.
Well, one thing comes to another. So thanks, Barney. And when we'll get ready to do some more fireworks. We'll try and do them out the back of the house so you can see them, okay?
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. That will be great. Thanks.
You're very welcome. I appreciate your help. So, it sounded to me like the secret room might be a little more complex than the locked room. So, Percy, why don't we try the locked rooms first and see if we have any ideas about how to get in there?
Okay. Well, as he takes you downstairs, he's gonna follow you down the main stairs to the main floor of the house. As he's walking you down there, says the locked room has been locked for many years. It used to be the legend says anyway that there was a servant that lived in there, and he is still in there.
Oh.
But
so he locked himself in, or they locked him in?
he was locked in.
Oh, that's terrible.
But where the key is lost.
So Daryl's able to get in and out of that room, though, right? Is Daryl another ghost?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think we could find Daryl?
I don't know. I don't know where he is.
Can you go into the locked room? You're
Yes.
a poltergeist.
Yes.
Can you go in and see if the hose
Hose.
is in there? Yeah, because you can animate things, so maybe you could see if there's a window in the room that you could send the hose out, or if you could bring it through the wall. How does that work? I'm woefully ignorant about poltergeists.
Well, it seems like if it's something that would be hard to do or funny, then I can do it. We'll see if that.
Okay, that sounds awesome. And if
So-
nothing else, maybe I can have some luck on this.
So he took you through the study and into a hallway that wraps around the back of the room. There's a door here where he stops you. See a piano at the other end.
Nice. Does anybody here play the piano ever?
Just the piano ghost.
Oh, it's so nice to have a piano ghost. You guys
Yeah.
are so lucky. So we're at the. Can you go into this room and see if the hose is there?
So he goes into the room and for a minute and comes back and says, "Oh yeah, there's a hose in there."
Can you get it out?
Oh yeah, sure. And then he goes back into the room and he goes over and he picks up the hose and he brings it back out to you.
Oh, you're the best. You're the best.
Oh.
Do you think that the piano ghost would mind if we played the piano a little bit?
I don't know. You could try. Maybe he'll take over.
Okay. Well, I was thinking, have you ever played the pianos?
No. I'm not very musically talented.
Well, there's this thing that I learned when I was a kid, because I'm not super musical, but it's called chopsticks, right? And you take just 2 fingers, so it's not too much, and you do them together. 2 people can play chopsticks. Would you like to try?
Oh, sure.
Because, worst case scenario, it doesn't sound very good, but we won't know till we try. So I think we'll go over and try and play chopsticks. You want a performance check?
Yeah, let's get a performance check. You'll make one.
You'd be so bad. Oh, it's a 15.
It's
What
a
are the
16.
odds? Okay.
You rolled a 16, so there you go. You guys play a very good rendition of Chopsticks. It's so strange. He picks it up so quick.
I think you have natural talent. So, what's the name of the piano ghost?
Jasmine.
Is Jasmine around?
He looks around. Jasmine? Are you here? No answer.
I was just gonna tell her thank you because it was nice of her to let us use the piano, but that's fine. So, hey, I think what we should do, I think we should send my imp up with the hose to the doctor, right? And then you said that you left the no, the ghost said that they left the lever in the secret room.
Yes.
Do you know where the secret room is?
Yes, it's down here in this room. And he brings you down into here. And he's like, I don't know how to get through it, but it's on that wall there. And then another poltergeist appears. He's very angry. And he says, Percy, you leave my tricks alone. And he grabs Percy, and they both, he like goes to push Percy, and as he does, he like pushes them and they vanish into like a whoosh.
Both of them vanish, or Percy does?
They both vanish. Like he's pushing him into like another dimension. Just whoop.
Yeah, so this wasn't Barney. Barney was the one that left it in the secret room. So this one's mad about something else. So the wall that he said, he says it's located somewhere on that wall.
Yeah, along this wall.
Oh, I can't see.
Did I not move you?
I'm looking at the hall.
I am like, didn't move you.
Okay. Well, it's okay because you were kind of telling me where we're going.
So you were here on this room. This is where the locked room is.
Okay.
And this is where the secret room.
Where's the secret room? Oh, okay. I see it over there. Okay. So, I need to scroll it up because it's under stuff. Okay, so I'm in the room, and when he said that the wall, it's on this wall.
Mm-hmm.
Which wall was he pointing to? Okay. So, I'm gonna go over and look. It looks like there's some furniture. There's what is this?
Yep, there's a bookshelf and a desk.
Anything on the desk, like a book or papers or anything, or it's just kind of dusty?
There's like a lamp, and then the actual writing area is not dusty.
Any drawers?
No drawers in.
Okay. And then over on the bookcase, are there books in the bookcase?
There are books. Okay.
So,
Would you like to roll it?
give them look less. Oh, what, investigation?
Yes, please.
I'm looking for things that are less dusty than other things, or maybe had fingerprints on them, or have been used more than other things. If there's a trigger to get in and out, and that's 21.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't take very long before you find exactly that. Find the bookshelf itself does have cobwebs and stuff all over the books, except for there is one book that is perfectly clean. When you go to pick that book up, the bookshelf moves away from the wall a couple of inches and starts to slide over and reveals a doorway.
Is the tick back yet?
Yes.
Okay, good. And there's a door, so I'm gonna have Mage Hand try it. So same as the thing.
No, it's like a doorway.
Oh, a doorway. Oh, so it's open, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to send the tick in to scope out this room.
Okay, so this is like another bedroom, but it is a little well, this is fairly dusty as well. Hasn't been quite some time. There is a chest on the far side of the room that is closed. There's a dresser that has the drawers sort of like half pulled out. And the bed is not made. It is like ruffled. But everything hasn't been used in a long time. It's very dirty in here.
Okay. Do we see the lever?
You don't see the lever.
But this is where Barney said he left it. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I think I'm gonna come in. Maybe I stand in the doorway actually, and I'm gonna have the tick and Mage Hand check around in the drawers of the dresser that are kind of open and underneath the bed, and then we'll probably need to look in the chest. But let's look around. Do we want to investigate maybe?
Sure.
Well, that's an 8. So,
Under the bed, you don't see anything. It's very dark.
well, he's got dark vision. So.
In the very dark.
Unless it's magical darkness under.
There's magical darkness under the bed.
What kind of a monster lies beneath the bed?
Magical darkness.
Yes, exactly.
So, you look under the bed. You don't really see anything. The drawers that are all pulled out seem to be empty or have just pieces of very old, moth-eaten clothes. You head over to the chest.
Yes, I think we're gonna have to do the chest. If I was gonna leave a lever in here, it would probably be in the chest, don't you think?
Yeah. So what would you like to do?
So can Mage Hand get it open? That's 10 pounds. If the lid's more than 10 pounds, Mage Hand won't be able to.
The Mage Hand goes to lift it, but cannot. Seems to be locked.
Oh, okay. So, just checking to see what I have. I don't think I have any lock picking stuff. Just never know when that's gonna. I have a forgery kit and calligraphy supplies. See, like, what, what does that do with the okay, so, well, I'm gonna clean the lock, right, with prestidigitation.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try it again and see if it does any better.
Okay. You go to pull on the lid again after you clean the lock.
Yeah.
And when you do that, the lid begins to lift, but it's not opening. Instead, the chest seems to be standing up. And we'll have a yes, it's a mimic.
Yeah.
It's a mimic. And but we'll have to do this next time.
Oh, okay.
And we'll do the mimic next time we get a chance to do this.
That's a good place to stop. What a fun adventure! Thank you. This has been delightful. And yeah, all I've had to do is do I did a magic missile I did an Eldritch Blast over the head of a tree, and this will be our first battle. So
yeah,
this was interesting. I don't normally get to be in these because I'm with a bunch of murder hobos. So.
Yeah. You get to
Not you guys.
search around, search around, and check into things and look at stuff differently.
And meet chickens and mad doctors. Yeah, this sounds like it's a pretty cool game to play, and I guess it's like that. It's like a scavenger hunt type thing.
Oh, it's just this one quests is
this
really
is-
like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There's a lot of other stuff that you do in the game, but yeah, this one is RuneScape.
RuneScape. Okay, I might have to check that out.
It's an interesting point and click fantasy grinder game, the MMO.
After tax season is over, we need something for my gelatinous brain. But thank you. This was a lot of fun, and I didn't think about feeling sick once while we were here. So
Oh, good. That's good.
that's very good because I was. I think I told you I forgot how to touch type today.
Yeah.
Like I was really kind of out there. So very good.
That's true.
And hopefully, I think. What am I doing next week?
Well, I don't know when we'll do it again, but I'll take some notes.
Well, maybe the crew will be back together for the regular thing. So yeah, I think I'm good for next week. But the 15th is the extension deadline for taxes. And I will be working as much overtime as I can suck in. So I'm good for next week for whatever you guys want to do, but the following week I will not.
Okay. You got it.
Oh, and how's your girlfriend? Is she feeling better?
Yeah.
Good.
I'm gonna close out the stream, guys, and we'll see you Friday, hopefully. At least some of us. I think me and Ed and Bid are playing. Don't think Corgi here again this week.
Is that Frost Maiden?
Yes, that.
Such a great module.
Yeah. It's good. It's been a fun game. I'm the only one who's died.
We're you know, I'm in ODH and I think probably got like 2 more sessions left. We've been running it for 4 years.
That's a long time.
There's a little bit of homebrew in there, yeah. So while you guys have been here, you know, same amount of time playing all of these different things, they're still just doing Frostbite.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do Frost Maiden for 4 years. I think I'd lose my mind.
Hysterical. Well, I think we all lost our minds a little bit.
All right, I will see you guys all next time. Have a good night. Bye bye.